have some really good Terrifier 2 news to get into regarding the release date in a full-length trailer. Let's get into this.
What's your favorite scary movie? Amen.
We'll tear your soul apart.
Well, I'm Pennywise the Dancing now.
Oh, Lord on the beast!
God, don't do that.
But sometimes, death is better.
Hey everybody, what's up? KillJoy Jake here, and instead of having friends, I have horror movies. Today, we're talking a little bit about Terrifier 2, doing a whole video on it because I have a lot of things to talk about, speculate, talk about a release date that is probably confirmed at this time. But before I get into all that, if you guys are new here, I would appreciate you guys subscribing. That would be pretty sick, bro. So getting into this, a couple of days ago, Damien Leone, the writer, director, special effects artist, and editor for Terrifier 2, put out a post saying specifically this: Terrifier 2 official full-length trailer and release info will premiere on my YouTube channel. Please make sure you subscribe. And if you have not subscribed to Damien Leone, go subscribe. Go give him a subscribe. Go check it out, because that's where you're gonna get all this Terrifier news coming in the future that yours truly will definitely be reporting on. So now you might be asking yourself, Jake, well, this is kind of like the same bit of news we've always gotten. Damien Leone is promising us that something's coming out, and then he doesn't really give us anything. Oh, but this is quite different this time, because in the Instagram bios of both Damien Leone and the Terrifier 2 official account, it says Art the Clown returns Halloween of 2022. So that confirms either one of two things. The film is either coming out either on Halloween of this year or sometime around it. Or could that be maybe a play on words? Maybe the film actually will drop on VOD or some kind of streaming platform around the time that Halloween Ends comes out. Because if you remember, Damien Leone and David Howard Thornton, the guy that plays Art the Clown in these movies, are constantly making fun of the new Halloween films, which I think is hilarious. During a panel at one of the horror cons they attended, David Howard Thornton had said something along the lines of, well, Art the Clown definitely won't just be staring out the window when he gets done killing in this next film. I'm paraphrasing, of course, but something along those lines, kind of throwing some heat towards the Halloween people, which I think is pretty funny, man. I love a little bit of argy-bargy going on between horror movies like this. It's always fun. It's a fun time. It was definitely a fun little poke in the ribs and all that. Nothing too serious or crazy, but I think it's funny. So could they release this thing on October 14th, the same day as Halloween Ends, that is? Would that be a ballsy move? Would that be something that is going to ultimately shoot them in the foot? Or is it going to be so ballsy that maybe it gets people to go check out Terrifier instead of Halloween Ends? You know, it's one of those things where I don't know if they're actually going to do that. I bet the film actually comes out Halloween 2022. That's probably what this means. But considering all that trash talk, it definitely makes you think, right? Like, are they actually going to release that at some point? And maybe they're kind of setting it up. It's like, oh, all their fans who are looking for a release date all this time, maybe we're looking at the bios and expecting the film to come out on October 31st. But then, here's something weird about that. Because what's the next day after October 31st? November 1st. Which is a day infamous for, like, when no one really cares about horror movies anymore. People care about horror movies all through the month of October, but then immediately you get to November and it's Christmas time. You've seen all the memes about it. I'm sure you've seen that TikTok of the guy who's working at Walmart, and it's like, oh, they're playing the spooky, scary skeletons, and then midnight hits, moving into November 1st, and then they start playing Christmas music. So, there's a point to be made there about this. Would it be better for the Terrifier 2 people to actually release their film the same day as Halloween so that they can get views on it all the way up until October 31st? Or would it be kind of shooting themselves in the foot even more if they release it on October 31st and then no one really gives a shit about horror movies moving forward after that? I feel like there's a point to be made there about it. I don't know. I still feel like we don't exactly have the release date confirmed at this time. We'll obviously get it probably sometime this week, would be my guess, with this full-length trailer and a release date probably attached to it. But does it actually come out on Halloween? I kind of hope not. I'm almost kind of hoping they release it around the same time as Halloween Ends, just because of all this, the backlash they've been giving to the Halloween movies. I think it's funny. I think it would be even sillier then if they released it around this time. But what do you guys think? Do you think Halloween Day would be a good time to drop Terrifier 2, or should they release it earlier in October? Well, leave me something about it in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching this new Terrifier 2 update. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more horror content. Also, if you'd like, please become a channel member to support this page further. Just hit that little join button on my page next to the subscribe button and bam, you're a channel member. Thank you guys so much for watching again, and as always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all.